Recently, a film crew from NBC's Today Show spent 2 days filming the factory at Westchester Modular Homes and on site during the set of a Westchester home. Lou Manfredini, Mr. Fix-It, and the commentators of the Today Show had this to say about the quality construction and advantages of a Westchester Modular home.
And up next, one day from the foundation to the front door, today's Home Buyer's Guide looks at modular homes right after this. This morning we continue our guide for today's home buyer with a look at modular homes. They used to be called prefabs and they had a reputation for poor quality, but not anymore. Today's modulars can get you into a well-made home in a hurry. Fastest-growing trends in building today. They're constructed in a factory away from the elements of the outdoors. Here at the Westchester Modular Homes factory in Wingdale, New York, the craftsmen do everything from cutting the lumber to nailing the frames together to installing the windows, the kitchen, and the bathrooms. When the pieces are completed, they're loaded on a flatbed truck and driven to the building site, where the house is put together. Following the layout of the blueprints, the individual sections are connected like the pieces of a puzzle, sealed with drywall and ready for the builder to apply the finishing touches. The entire process is usually completed in just 1 day. And now, 1 month after that modular in Pawling, New York was put together, our Mr. Fix-It, Lou Manfredini of ourhouse.com, is out there to take us on a tour. Good morning, Lou.
Morning, David. How are you? Can you believe this? 5 weeks later, look at this house behind us. It is absolutely gorgeous. You can see from the videotape earlier, the front porch is on. We've got the Johnsons here. Let's go meet them right now. They were nice enough to have us welcome us into their home. We got Bill and Lori. Thanks for having us here. And Keith and Christopher, how are you? You guys got a great house. Come on inside. I'm going to show you what they've done.
Now, Lou, as you're walking around, let me ask you this. These prefab homes, as they used to be called, had that cookie-cutter reputation. But now you can design them yourself, is that right?
You know what? The thing with modular homes, David, is that custom built is really the rule of thumb now. It's not about cookie cutter anymore. I mean, take a look. If you look down here, they've installed this absolutely gorgeous tile ceramic floor in here, hardwood floor throughout. One of the greatest things about it is that customization is the way to go. From a modular standpoint, you saw in the tape earlier, this is sort of the spot where convergence meets. This is the front box of the house, the rear box of the house on the first floor. Then up here is the second floor boxes where they've all come together. They come in and finish this off. There's no way that you would ever know that this is a modular home.
So, Lou, are they as structurally sound, then, as a home built in ordinary construction?
You know what? They're actually more structurally sound, because the thing is, to build these homes, David, they have to be made in such a way that, A, they can be transported on a truck to the site, and when they get here, have to be lifted by a crane. So, in many respects, structurally, they're built much stronger than a stick-built home. I mean, customization, as I mentioned, is the key. This absolutely gorgeous fireplace. It's a real masonry fireplace that the Johnsons have built into their home. Things like the staircase comes prefab from the factory. What they do with the beautiful oak handrails is they cut them, they put them in a box, and then are site installed. And I think one of the greatest things is what you saw earlier is that the kitchen cabinets, they all are already installed inside the module. As the module is set in place, the kitchen cabinets are already on the walls with the countertops.
And the light fixtures, the faucets, the windows, they're all in there as well. Is that right?
They're all in there. The only thing that's left at the end is any hanging fixtures like chandeliers they won't put in for transportation, as well as appliances. But if you look over here, David, you can see in the bathroom the ceramic tile that's there and the trim and the window trim and the doors. That was all here as this module was set. The Johnsons had this ceramic tile floor that's here installed afterwards, because one of the problems with transporting a module is that larger tiles tend to crack in transportation, so it's a better thing to do once it's in place.
So, Lou, how do the costs compare in a factory-built home to on-site construction?
Great question. It's really more about, the cost is about the same as if you were going to build a home on site. The thing that, by doing a modular home, is the misconception that you're getting a cookie cutter is not true anymore. And the time it takes to build the house is going to save the consumer money, because typically this home, from the time the Johnsons signed off on what their design was, it was built in 7 days in the factory. It's brought out to the location. As you see, 5 weeks later, the Johnsons are going to move into this house at the end of this month. So for those who get construction loans in new construction, they're going to save on the soft cost, you know, the interest that they pay each month, depending on the type of finishes you choose. And they have very good finishes here. They've got absolutely wonderful stainless steel appliances and really have done a great job. So the key thing is the speed. You're in the house sooner. You're part of the design process. And in my opinion, I mean, as a builder myself, it's a great way to go. I think that it's actually more of where the future of home building is going to be, as opposed to being more avant-garde and not as used as it is now.
Well, Mr. Fix-It, Lou Manfredini, we thank you.